Alright guys, so we are back on F1 2015. Today we're going to try the last to first challenge like we have in previous Grand Prix. Not so much this season, but we did do it a lot last season, so I want to go back to doing that. Today we're going to be driving around Monaco because obviously the Monaco Grand Prix is on this weekend. And I thought it would only be fitting since Daniel Ricciardo is red hot at the moment in terms of pace. We're going to drive in his car. Now at the time of recording this is Saturday, so Saturday afternoon for me in Australia. Monaco qualifying hasn't got underway yet, so I don't know what's going to happen to him in qualifying or in the race. But I got my fingers crossed. I've got everything crossed that Daniel can get across the line and win the Monaco Grand Prix. I don't want to put the mocker on him, but I really do hope that it's possible. The point of this video is we're going to be starting in last place at Monaco, driving as Daniel Ricciardo. We're going to try and get through the field in a fairly short race and try and win the race. So we've got Legend AI, all damage is on, all assists are off. If you're new to my channel, then this is kind of like what this series is all about. So without further ado, let's get into this race. The Monaco Grand Prix, starting last. Can we win the race?
We're here in magical Monaco.
And also as well, some F1 2016 news has come out in the last day or two, so if you want to go find out what's happening with this year's F1 game, it got announced yesterday. I made a video on that yesterday, and I also made a video talking about how you can play F1 2016 early. I uploaded that earlier today, so if you want to go check out those videos, a link to those will be left down in the description down below. Without further ado, let's get this race underway. Here we are guys for the start of the Monaco Grand Prix. Driving as Daniel Ricciardo. We're going to start last in this race. Try and race our way through the field and get to the front to win this race. That is the ultimate challenge for this video. Let me know where you think we might finish in the comments down below. Also, if you have any predictions for what might happen this weekend in the real life Grand Prix, then also let me know. Yeah, either way, race strategy, we're on a one stop. Being only a 25% race or something like that, you don't really need any additional stops, especially since it's Monaco. You want to reduce those stops and get as much track position as you can. That is something we do not have for the start of this race. So we're going to have to go out there and earn this track position. So here we go, ready for the start of this race. I have absolutely no idea how we're going to go, but this is going to be absolute carnage. Away we go for the Monaco Grand Prix. I think we need to play it safe, but we still need to try and gain as many positions as we can off the start. So that's the ultimate goal. We'll put it up in a fast and just try and capitalize on any mistakes that the AI make on this first lap. Hulkenberg grinding up against the barriers there on the first lap. He gets away without any damage. So that's nice to see. The Force Indy is in a titanic battle here. They're going to sneak it up the inside into Mirabeau. That's another 2 places for us. We throw up the hand in frustration. It's almost fairly realistic to what Daniel was doing back on Thursday practice when he gave Kimi Räikkönen a little bit of a how do you do into the Raskas corner. But either way, we're into P16 at the moment. Very nice start. We've got around some of the slower teams. So from here on in, it's going to be just that little bit tougher to make overtakes stick. So we'll see what happens. Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell. Oh my goodness me, Alonso. Just left enough space there, and we went round the outside there on the exit of the final chicane. We move up into what place is that? That's P15. Missed the apex there, checking what position I'm in. But good start so far. Verstappen is up next. Okay, so we're minus 0.6 on fuel. We'll need to watch that over the course of the race. And if we do get caught up in heavy traffic, then it may just be worth biding our time, saving a little bit of fuel, and then pushing more once the gaps start to open up, once cars start to make their pit stops. Speaking of pit stops, we will be stopping on lap 9. We could even go for the undercut, to be honest, but if we stop too early, then we could rejoin behind the manners. And that's something you don't want to deal with, especially in real life. If you get caught behind one of the back market teams at Monaco, you can literally be stuck there the entire race. And that's race over. I think it was Jenson Button in 2012. He was in the McLaren, which was one of the quickest cars back then. He got stuck behind a Caterham, I believe. Completely ruined his race because he could not overtake it. So that's not the kind of scenario we want to be faced with here in today's race. We've got a nice exit off the first corner. This is going to give us a bit of an opportunity coming into Casino Square, and we get the job done into P14. Next up, Carlos Sainz. Yes, Nice move. Inside front lockup though, which is not ideal, but we get the move done as well. Next up, it's Maldonado. Hello, old fella. I think I made contact with Saints there. Beautiful run through the Novel chicane. We showed the nose. We let Maldonado know in the mirrors that we are here and we are ready to take his position. We're not mucking around here. Up the inside, into the final chicane. Much more swift than the last time we made a move around there. And we're into P12. Quickly moving up places here. Sorry, thank you very much. We're quickly making ground here in this race so far. There's only 18 runners left in the Grand Prix. Wow.
Front is less than a second. Let's try and get past in the DRS zone.
Now, if this was F1 2016, we'd have a safety car, and bang, we'd be right back in the action. But fortunately, F1 2015, fortunately for us, this will be one of the last times where we won't have to put up with no safety cars. Around the outside of NASA, by the way, through the casino square, that's another one. We're setting Jensen up here, trying to use up all the track we can, make Monaco as wide as you can. That is the secret to success. And just trying to minimize the radius we go around some of these corners, try and increase our exit speed. Turn 1 was nice once again, but not quite as nice as the time we got around Verstappen, I think it was. We're not close enough to Jensen, even with his straight line speed deficit. We are going to hang it around the outside, turns to the inside for the next right-hander in the casino square. And that is a really good overtaking position for us. Another great move inside the top 10 now. I tell you what, guys, I slag F1 2015 off quite a lot. But one thing you can't slag off is the racing. The raw, just like overtaking opportunity. Just like that. What happened there? Ericsson, terrible exit. We're up in a P9 now. This is something we've not seen in weeks. With F1 Championship Edition, the racing, the wheel-to-wheel action hasn't quite been there. The entertainment factor has, but today, the racing, the overtaking has just been on point. The fuel is still at minus 0.6. The tyre wear is absolutely fine. So we can possibly go like an extra lap or two longer than what I was expecting. Maybe get more life out of these super soft tyres. Maybe do the overcut. Try and see if that will gain us a few more positions here. But Kvyat here will be very key for us to get in front of him. Then we'll have first preference in terms of the pit stop. So the only thing we need to worry about now is pretty much the fuel. We've got really good track position at the moment, so I'm just going to try and keep marching forward. Fastest lap of the race, I'll take that. Go up to Rich. I'm sensing a moment here. Overtaking opportunity up the inside. Job done. Now that we've got those positions, I think I will start to save fuel now. I mean, I at least need something to play with when I'm trying to overtake the likes of Mercedes-powered cars. We're going to need that straight line speed if we're going to be effective as we come up over the top of the hill there into Casino Square. Oh, Grosjean, did you see that slide, by the way? Grosjean, that's a terrible exit. Absolutely terrible. It's going to hold me up through the third sector. So close, way too close for comfort. Maybe up the inside into Raskas, no. Is he going to pit? No, he doesn't. Okay, so now we're going to put the fuel up into Rich once again. Open the DRS. I haven't, like an octopus here, I haven't got enough hands to press all the buttons I need. Thank you. Bad exit through turn 1. The tyres are starting to go off now. But I'm going to see what I can do. Maybe go around the outside of Grosjean here. Not quite. Didn't have the tyres to do it then. Oh crap. That was close.
Around 60% of our starting fuel remaining at this.
Come on, Grosjean, please. Please park the bus a bit more. He's flirting with that outside barrier there. Up the inside, yes. Finally, some progress. And we get up the inside of him. We can come in at this lap, but I don't know. It's going to be a busy pit lane. Let's go for it. I don't care. Let's go. Into the pits now. We're in P7 at the moment. A lot of cars in the pits, as you can see. We checked the fast lane, and no one is coming through, so that should be fine. 2.5 second pit stop there. That is light and day quicker than F1 Championship Edition pit stops, where they're like 8 seconds or something like that. But rejoining on the track, we'll see if anyone's done any undercuts and has emerged in front of us. It should be fine. It's P11 for the moment. We need to push until everyone else makes their stop. And there's a tasty little train up ahead of cars who haven't stopped yet, so they're holding up some of the leaders, including Vettel and Raikkonen. So I'll be very keen to get amongst it here in a couple laps. A couple corners, actually. They're getting held up that much. Oh, went in deep there. Almost got bitten by that wall. 8 laps to go. We're catching up to the train of the leaders now, and we really need to start overtaking these guys because we still need to catch up to the Mercedes. Oh, Vettel, come on. Get a move on, Vettel. Oh, come on, Vettel. Just move out of the way. Up the inside into Mirabeau. It's not going to be quite done yet. Vettel's still got the inside. We're going to have to swing it around the outside through the hairpin. Thanks for the push. I'll take that, and I'll take your position too. P6. Almost forgot how to English there. Okay. 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 Ah, you bastard. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, Hamilton's beached in the wall. Stevens is gone too. I need to move these guys along. Oh, wow, the two manners have come together. And what are you supposed to do? It's a yellow flag. But we can't block off the track. We've got to keep going. We moved up into P2. But in all that, I think Rosberg... I think that may have just given Rosberg the race win. Just have a look at this mayhem. If you look at the top left-hand corner of the screen, that's me. That's me already soaring through. Unfortunately, I couldn't take the replay back far enough. I'll press play, and you'll just see what happens here with all of the traffic up ahead. So Hamilton is still beached. I believe that's Bottas as well, stuck in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. A Sauber loses their front wing. And then all of that is just absolute madness. I think I saw this in an F1 2015 career mode, in my own career mode. I think it was at Canada. Like, literally the entire field had a massive accident at the final chicane, and, like, literally most of them retired. So, we're down to 17 runners, 16. And like I thought was going to happen, I think a lot of cars are going to retire here. 15 cars. May even drop down under 10. 14. And if you look at the track map, Rascasse is now clear. So we're down to 14 runners in the Monaco Grand Prix. Let's see what the gap is to Rosberg.
Rosberg is ahead of you. The gap is 14 seconds.
Oh, and someone's lost their front wing at... Wow, Sandevot. Is that Sandevot? I'm trying to learn the corner names. All of the corner names for Monaco. I'm going to make an extra effort to do that this weekend, but if that is Sandevot, let me know, please. 14 seconds to Rosberg. Unfortunately, there's absolutely no way we can catch up with him unless a miracle happens and he gets caught up with back market traffic. That's literally all I could hope for at this point. Yellow flags. Please, please, please be Rosberg. Has miracle struck? Is it a miracle? What is it? Is it just a back marker just trolling me or what? I see a grey car. I see a silver car on the horizon. Ah, it's Alonso. That really got my hopes up. Oh, it is Rosberg! Miracle has struck, and his name is Nico Rosberg. We've moved into the lead of the Monaco Grand Prix with 2 laps to go. You could not write this stuff. Unbelievable scenes. Fernando Alonso, thank you very much. You're coming to my birthday. Christmas is everything for the rest of my life. I owe you everything, Nando. Absolute legend. I just have so much luck at Monaco. What is it about this track that just has these clutch moments? F1 2006, a couple weeks ago, Michael Schumacher leading by an absolute mile, just like Rosberg was. Gets taken out of the Grand Prix by his own control, by something out of his control, and we're going to pick up the pieces and win this race. It's just unbelievable how often this happens. What an unbelievable Grand Prix we have here. We're going to come out of the final corner, do a bit of weavage, because we've just won the Monaco Grand Prix as Daniel Ricciardo starting from dead last place. Thank you so much, Fernando Alonso. So there we go, guys. What an absolutely crazy race here we've had for the Monaco Grand Prix. Starting in last place, we moved up the field really quickly, I must say. And then when we got in a good position, I think we were like in the top 5 or something like that. Disaster struck with the Manners. They spun each other out at Rascasse. And then there was that massive pile-up. We overtook the likes of Hamilton, Raikkonen, I think Bottas as well, something like that. We got into second. Rosberg was an absolute postcode away from us. And then he got tangled up with Fernando Alonso with just 2 laps left to go in the Grand Prix. In the end, we won by 19 seconds. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And also, if you haven't seen my F1 2016 news videos, the links to those will be down in the description. Or you can find them on my channel. I only uploaded them. One earlier today and also one yesterday. So, once again, guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully, the Monaco Grand Prix can be just as unpredictable and I guess exciting as what this race was. And who knows, maybe Daniel Ricciardo will get the race weekend. If he does, I'll be absolutely off my face. I'll be so buzzing. But anyway, thank you for watching. Until my next video, guys, I'll see you next time. Oh, wow. So that's what happened with the pile-up. Rosberg caused it all. He spun out the manor, and then that caused the pile-up for everyone behind. Wow, so Rosberg essentially won himself that race, and then maybe Karma bit him at the end of the Grand Prix. That's crazy how it all worked out. So here we go, in-depth analysis, Sky F1 edition. Rosberg into Rascasse, just dives into his rear wing, spins him out, and then we'll see behind one of the Manners get tangled up, and then Lewis is just like, okay, what the hell do I do from here? There's like literally nowhere I can go. And then he literally just waits for all the cars behind to just pile in and just create havoc. Like there's literally nowhere for those guys to go. I don't know what I would have done personally if I was like coming onto the back of something like this. If there was yellow flags, you know, do you stop? Do you lose that time, or do you risk maybe getting a penalty and try overtaking all those guys? But yeah, that was just absolutely crazy. I'm going to try and stay on board and just show what happened for the next 20 or 30 seconds onwards. I know that a Sauber lost their front wing, and then just like all of these guys just parking on the apex here. Yeah, there's the Sauber losing their front wing. And then the front wing pieces just get swept away into the barrier there. That's so weird. And then Hamilton retired. So Hamilton retired. That's why we've cut away from the action. We'll scroll down where nothing is happening. Usually nothing happens until one of the cars retires, which was the manner. That was the cork in the, I guess the cork in the bottle there that allowed everyone to continue on and rejoin the race. So what I need to do now is fast forward and find out what happened to Rosberg. So we're on board with Rosberg now, and we're catching up to what looks like is Fernando Alonso. I haven't seen what happens yet, so we'll just stay on board here and see what happens. Alonso goes to the inside, he takes up the entire apex, and Rosberg, innocent bystander there, loses he loses his front wing there, so that's what happened. Alonso just brake checking, trying to obey to the blue flags, and Rosberg just got wiped out. So I guess that is karma for wiping out one of the Manners and essentially taking Lewis Hamilton out of the race. It's funny how these things work out sometimes.